After multiple months of patiently waiting for an altcoin season, we finally have Ethereum breaking out against Bitcoin. Yes guys, Ethereum has finally started to outperform Bitcoin, and that is exactly why we are getting the Bitcoin dominance drop towards the downside, and also a little bit of a fuel for a proper altcoin season to actually begin. Now in this episode guys, I am going to share my ETH bets, all of my Ethereum plays that I'm currently watching and building my portfolio in, because if Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin and it is just the beginning, then this is where the real gains are going to be. I will be talking about the larger caps, the mid caps, the low caps, the degen stuff, and everything that you basically need to succeed in this bull market if this is the start of an altcoin season, which it really looks like it is. So if you enjoy this type of content guys, then make sure that you drop a like and also smash that subscribe button. And now guys, let's get right into it.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself.
So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me yet again. We are very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. By the time you watch this video, maybe we have already done that. So first off guys, thank you so much for all the support that you have shown me in the past 2 months to get me to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. It couldn't be possible without your support and love. So shout out to each and everyone out there who has subscribed to this channel and is finding some valuable information and alpha on this channel. I will continue to do my best to bring you the alpha every single day. Now, coming back onto the chart for Bitcoin, right here you can see we are sitting at $119,400. Yesterday, I talked about a three-wave structure towards the upside, which we have actually seen already. Now guys, there are two different possibilities for the price action of Bitcoin in the shorter term, and that is going to basically depend on how you interpret this price action in this region. Now, if you interpret it as some sort of a five-wave structure towards the downside, which is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or you can put it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then this is a flat in your wave A, which is going to basically continue again. I don't like this particular scenario to be a five-wave structure towards the downside, and I have already updated inside Karoshi's private members in today's exclusive update about Bitcoin and a few altcoins, where I basically did technical analysis as requested by the members. So if you want to be a part of that, and if you want on request detailed analysis on your altcoins and everything that you may need to ask, then definitely consider joining Karoshi's private. The link is given in the description section below. Take advantage of the prices as they still come with introductory discounts. All right. Now, coming back to this chart right here, the possibility are twofold. Now, the first one is going to be the impulse down, which is going to be a five-wave structure right around here. Then we have a three-waver move towards the upside, which is going to be rather an A, B, and a C. And then we have another five-wave structure towards the downside to form our wave C right around here, because then this entire structure becomes A, B, and C right around here. Your potential zone of wave C price target is sitting between $112,000 and $114,000. After that, we are looking for a five-wave move up towards the upside to take out the all-time highs yet again. All right. For this, guys, we are looking for a five-wave move towards the downside at the moment, which is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to complete our wave C. All right. Now, guys, the other scenario is where you are actually counting this structure towards the downside to be an ABC, which is a three-wave structure. So we have a three-waver in wave A, a three-waver in wave B, and then another three-waver in your wave C, which is a larger wave W. Then this move towards the upside is your wave X, which is again a three-waver. You can call it an ABC, which is also similar to our impulse scenario that I just discussed with you all. Now, because your wave X actually retraced to the 0.7 Fibonacci level, which you can see right around here, it has been touched. That actually means that wave Y towards the downside cannot be a deeper zigzag correction, which is going to look something like this. All right. So that would leave us with just two possibilities, which are going to be a possible triangle, which is marked off in your white waves, and a possible flat A, B, and C, which is marked off in yellow. So these are the possible scenarios at the moment for the price action of Bitcoin. If you want real-time updates along with my altcoin setups, my long leverage trades, my short leverage trades on Bitcoin as well as on altcoins, definitely consider joining Karoshi's private, because that is where the fun is for this bull market. Moving on, guys, now talking about the most important chart which is Ethereum against Bitcoin. This is on the 3-day time frame. We have a range in this region, and then we have a clear breakout towards the upside. Now, potentially you are looking for a zone of resistance that is going to come somewhere around the 1.236 and the 1.618 Fibonacci levels. These levels are sitting at 0.03185 and 0.03509. All right. Also, we have a strong zone of resistance, which is going to be right around here, also coinciding with our 1.236 Fibonacci extension. This is where we actually sold off earlier on as well. This was previously support, then converted into resistance right around here. Above that, we also have another zone of resistance, by the way, right around here between 0.04 and 0.041. So basically, if you are now holding Ethereum instead of holding Bitcoin, or instead of holding Solana as well, because Sol ETH chart is also bleeding like hell right now. And if you're holding Ethereum, you are basically making more money, all right? Or you are basically outperforming Bitcoin at the moment, right? That is what you would want to see. Now, to go a step further, you should be in altcoins on Ethereum, which are going to outperform Ethereum itself. All right, so that is exactly what we are going to be discussing in this particular video. I have my entire cheat sheet for this and what I would like to call the ultimate Ethereum based portfolio. So first off, guys, let's get right into the DeFi narrative coins on Ethereum. And the first one is going to be Lido. Now, the reason why I am talking about Lido is because of this news that came out yesterday, and that is Blackrock has just filed for Ethereum ETF staking, which would mean that now you can stake your Ethereum ETF and earn an extra yield on top of that, which is insane. And that is also going to open doors for a Solana ETF that could be staked as well, which would mean that 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗕, JTO, that's the ticker, is also going to get a lot of benefit, which I've already discussed in previous videos. So make sure that you check that video out about Solana ETF and the Solana ETF plays. And that would be in the top right corner under the I button. So make sure that you check that one out as well. All right, right now we have this news, and basically what it means is that Lido is going to get a lot of interest, because Lido is the one where most of the Ethereum is staked, and this is where you actually get your yield on top of your Ethereum that is being staked. All right, so to stake your Ethereum, you are going to use Lido, and this is how the chart looks like. This is the all-time chart, by the way, so that is why it looks like it is just going down. But anyway, if you check out the 7-day chart, then it is already up 26%, and if you check out the daily chart, it is up 15% for the day. All right, if you check out the monthly chart, it is up 45% and currently sitting at around $1.09. I personally believe that around this region, around like 95-96 cents is going to be a nice opportunity to go long on this one. Or if you're willing to buy in spot, then you can do so as well. This is a relatively safer asset because this is going to be considered as a larger cap. And I think in this cycle, if Ethereum goes 2x or 3x from here onwards, then definitely Lido is going to outperform Ethereum, and this can eventually go to like $7-8 or maybe even $10 in a very bullish market. All right, so definitely keep eyes on Lido for potential long opportunities from the region that I just gave you, or consider this to be a spot portfolio bet if you wish. All right, moving on to the next one, guys, we have Aave. This is currently sitting at $330, market cap of $5 billion. Almost everything is already in circulation, so there is no risk of further dilution. And basically, we are almost sitting at the highs that we got back in December. This is a relatively very bullish asset, in my opinion, and that is why it is one of my biggest holdings as well at the moment. And I predicted this very early, somewhere around here, around like $200, where I actually shared this inside Kuroshi's private, the 100x program, the section where you actually get your altcoin picks. All right, so I have shared my 5 altcoin portfolio, which I believe is going to outperform the rest of the altcoins. So you can actually manage just 5 altcoins that I am currently holding as well as my majority of portfolio. And then you can basically have like 20% or 30% or maybe even 40% if you are way too risky with your portfolio, and you can do all of the degen stuff with that. All right, if you're looking for entry on this one, guys, a very crucial zone is going to be around $280. If price comes back around here at $280, that is going to be a crucial zone of support in my opinion. And further up, guys, definitely I think this can still do a 5x from the current prices if Ethereum does 2 or 3x from the current prices of Ethereum itself. I believe that Ethereum is going to break past its all-time highs very soon if Bitcoin still consolidates or, keeps on grinding a little bit higher from where it is currently trading at. All right, so definitely Aave is another larger cap that you can consider for potential long opportunities and for potential spot buy entries as well. Now, guys, before I jump further up into the other plays, I want to talk about one very crucial factor. Guys, everybody has a different risk appetite. Everybody has a different size of their portfolio that they want to be putting into crypto, right? And that would basically mean that not everything is going to be similar for a lot of these different people, which would also mean that if you're starting off with a very small capital, like if you just have $1,000 in your crypto portfolio, then instead of buying these assets, the larger caps in spot, consider dividing that amount into two different sections, and you can basically use that amount for leverage trading on these assets. That is going to get you way quicker to your goals and to a substantial capital that you can actually put into the market to make bigger gains even more safely. But again, guys, if you're touching leverage, it is very much advised that you practice caution and you practice risk management. If you want to learn that, I also talk about that and everything that you basically need inside Karoshi's private. And I also share all of these altcoin setups wherever and whenever I go long on these altcoin assets myself. All right. So now coming back to the last play, I would call the higher market cap play from the DeFi category. It is going to be Sky. This is the MakerDAO token, and they have basically rebranded it. I've talked about it on this channel earlier as well. Currently sitting around 0.086. I believe that this is on a very nice uptrend already. Maybe we come back down somewhere around 0.072. This is going to be a very crucial zone of interest. And below that, we have another zone of interest sitting around 0.06 and 0.064. All right, so that is going to be a crucial zone of interest in my opinion, but it is very unlikely, guys, that we are going to actually see that dip towards the downside for the Sky token. All right, you can also buy MakerDAO MKR token if you wish. It's exactly the same thing. It's just a rebranding. And the prices are basically different because the supply is different, all right? But they are both pegged together. So if you're going long on Maker or on Sky, it is basically the same thing, all right? And the reason why I would choose Sky or MakerDAO above Aave in most cases is that because they are using the revenue that they are generating to pump up the price of the token. They are buying back and then they are also burning the Sky token. All right. Moving on to the next one, guys, we have Pendle, and this is the leading play from the yield category on Ethereum ecosystem. And this is currently sitting at $756 million market cap, $4.58. We still have a little bit tokens to still come into circulation. But if you see this chart, guys, this really looks like a massive bull flag on the higher time frame. You can see once you break out from here, guys, you are looking at prices reaching above $12 to $15 easily in this move itself. And I believe that this consolidation has taken so long that once Pendle actually starts to go up, it is going to be very explosive. And if you don't know about Pendle, guys, do some research around it and you will realize why I am so bullish on Pendle as well. And this is the leading play and probably the only major play from the yield category on Ethereum. Moving on to the stable coins category on the Ethereum ecosystem, we have CRV. This is CurveDAO, currently sitting around $1. And you can see that this has been moving very nicely towards the upside and it is following the price action of Ethereum as well. All right, definitely you can check this one out. And also another play that I think is going to fit the same category of stable coins is going to be Ethena, ENA, and this is currently sitting at 0.40, which is 40 cents. And I think this has lagged quite a lot so far. And I believe that we are going to see a massive move up on Ethena very soon as well. So you can check this one out as well. All right, but guys, one more thing that I need to mention, because after that we are going to get into the lower cap meme coins now. I don't want you to be buying all of these things. You have to make this decision for yourself. You don't need to be buying everything. And as I did say earlier on, if you have a larger capital, you should be focusing on just spot buying these assets. It is going to be much easier for you to actually do that. All right, and also reap all of the fruitful rewards. All right, but if your portfolio is on the lower end, like below $10,000, you should focus on making profits on each and every move up. All right, it will take more time because that is what it is, guys. Time is money. If you invest more time, you can be making more money. All right, but that is what I would want to suggest you. And now we are going to get into the degen stuff. It's not all degen, but again, I want to give you a disclaimer. I'm not suggesting you to build this specific portfolio, because if tomorrow Ethereum actually starts to downperform against Bitcoin, then all of this is not going to do well. So it's not like you should be putting everything, all of your eggs into one basket, and that basket is Ethereum ecosystem. So make sure, guys, that you make your decisions wisely and do your own research. All right, moving on to slightly degen, but this is not a meme coin or something like that. This is Fluid. All right, this one is sitting at $6. I think this is also going to do pretty well. I got in somewhere around here, around like $4. So I'm already up 50% on this one. I believe this can go much higher, but the market cap is $239 million. So I would consider this to be on the lower end of the market cap ratio that I have been talking about in this video so far. All right, definitely make sure that you do research around this one. I think this can easily do more than a 10x in this cycle itself. And if you also check out the TVL on this one, it has been exploding recently. So that is something that I always keep in mind before I jump into conclusions about any kind of a project. All right, another one is going to be Asymmetry Finance. The ticker is ASF. Now this one is almost down to the lows right around here, sitting around 92 cents. The fully diluted valuation sitting at $47 million. I believe these guys are going to push it very, very well in the future because I already see a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, which I cannot tell you in public right now. All right, so definitely consider Asymmetry Finance as well. I am already in on this one as well, which is from somewhere around $1.3, $1.2. So I'm slightly in loss on this one. But again, I am willing to DCA in this region itself below $1. This is going to be a good bet in my opinion. All right. Apart from this one, guys, I have a complete list of my DGen altcoin portfolio from the Ethereum ecosystem. These are your tiny altcoins like Previx, Gray, and all of these kind of new launches that do tend to happen and sometimes do really well because they are not even listed on centralized exchanges. All right. If you want that list, then that is going to be also inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗓 private because they are going to be very high risk in my opinion. So I don't want to be putting them all out right around here. All right. Apart from that, guys, I did talk about all of these altcoins so far, and I only did show you the coin market cap listings instead of talking about the crucial levels on the chart itself on TradingView. All right. That is only because this video will get very, very long if I talk about each and every one of these coins in detail in terms of technical analysis. All right, so if you want these altcoins analyzed by me in detail, then guys, all you need to do is join the free chat group in the description section below. It's the second link. All right, join it and you let me know which altcoin you want a detailed technical analysis on, and I will be happy to do so. So make sure that you drop your comments in the free chat group on Telegram. All right, the link is given in the description section below. And finally, guys, the last part of this video, which is going to be meme coins. Of course, we are not going to miss out on Ethereum meme coins, right? Now, there are a few very obvious plays which I think are going to do pretty well in this cycle. The biggest one is going to be SPX 6900. I'm still very bullish on this one. This is potentially going to be one of the largest bets on the Ethereum ecosystem if you are talking about meme coins. And then the next one is definitely going to be 𝗡𝗡, which I am not in, by the way, because I don't see very good risk to reward as of now. And then, guys, we have MOG, which I also consider a blue chip meme on Ethereum. And then we also have a few other famous meme coins on Ethereum, which are like Turbo, Apu, and Joe. All right, so these are also the good ones in my opinion, but definitely you have to consider, guys, that you cannot be holding all of these things. All right, so make sure that you choose your picks. All right, I'm not in all of these plays that I've showed you. All right, I just want to give you everything, the good ones, and then you can choose. You can pick and choose out of these which ones you want to hold if you want to play with this Ethereum narrative, considering that Ethereum is now starting to outperform. It is just the beginning, guys. All right. But before I end the video, guys, I have one meme coin on Ethereum that I think is severely undervalued and is potentially an obvious bet. All right. So let's just quickly discover that chart, and that is going to be 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓. Now, this one is 𝗡𝗡𝗧's rival, and I really wanted to resolve this one and not talk about it on the channel right now. But then, guys, I thought that it is wise to be giving out this alpha right away today itself. So I am sharing it with you all. $7 million market cap right now. I shared it earlier on today itself right around here at around $5 million market cap inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗪𝗪's private as one of my high conviction picks. All right. So definitely, I think this can do a multiple of 10x from here, which is going to be the worst case scenario in my opinion. But definitely this can even go beyond that. I think 100x is possible on this one, if I must say. All right, definitely do your own research, guys, on these kind of meme coins, because at the end of the day, these are meme coins. All right, so do not consider them to be financial advice. Apart from that, guys, I have another chart that I wanted to share with you all, and this is Solana against Ethereum. All right, now this one is currently breaking down from a very crucial zone of support, which is this orange box right around here. Your next zone of potential support is right around here between 0.035 and 0.037. This is Solana against Ethereum. This going down means that Solana is underperforming against Ethereum, and Ethereum is basically outperforming Solana. All right. And the reason why I am showing you this chart is because once you actually see this level reclaimed and the price action on Ethereum USDT pair, the actual price of Ethereum is consolidating or is still going up while Solana is actually exploding towards the upside and is starting to outperform Ethereum, that is when I would consider moving a little bit of my assets from Ethereum to Solana. All right, that is one thing that I just want to give you a quick heads up about. And potentially one more thing that I can do is I can just wait for price to actually go back right around here. And that is exactly where I would be buying a whole lot more of Bluechip Solana meme coins. All right, and if you want a detailed list of all of the Solana meme coins, the high conviction plays that I am currently in, then guys, it is also available inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪's private. All right. Apart from that, guys, one more thing that I want to tell you about is going to be abstract chain. So if you want me to create another video with lower market cap meme coins on abstract chain, guys, make sure that you comment down below. If you do so, I will be dropping my part 2 of abstract meme coins to buy right now, because guys, I'm telling you, we are going to front run the entire abstract meme coin season, and it is going to happen. It will for sure. All right. I shared this one inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪's private at around $150,000 to $200,000 market cap. This is already sitting somewhere around 567 at the moment. I think this will go much higher. This is Dream Millionaires on abstract chain. So make sure, guys, that you comment down below if you want that abstract chain meme coin video. And that is definitely going to be so alpha packed, guys, that you will not be able to finish the entire video without dropping a like in between. And if you have enjoyed this one so far, guys, then do not forget to drop a like on this one. All right. Now, guys, finally, let's talk about MOMO. So this one has been the talk of the town right now. And I did create a complete video about MOMO yesterday. And this has been one of the most controversial videos, I would say. And of course, the price action has slightly played out in my favor, slightly played out in the other guy's favor. I'm not calling anybody out, guys. I'm not against anybody. I'm not against MOMO. I did mention it yesterday as well, very prominently. But all I want to say, guys, that if you ask me about this price action right now on MOMO, then there is a very high possibility that we come back right around here in this region. And if the volume does not pick up one more time and is lesser than this volume right around here, when price is creating maybe new highs or maybe just retesting these highs, the potential of a drawdown into this region still stands, in my opinion. Of course, guys, because we have already seen a very nice retrace, which is good enough for a potential correction or a shakeout of 63% towards the downside, there is no necessity that this is going to come back into this region. But again, if this happens, then we might see price coming back into this region. Otherwise, definitely we can go higher on this one. And to show my support to the MOMO community, everybody who has been holding MOMO, guys, I am with you all and I'm still holding a bag of MOMO. And if it happens to be, let's just take it to $1 billion market cap and even beyond, I would be more than happy to see that happen. But again, I just want to give you the truth. So there it is in front of you. Make sure that you make informed decisions, because guys, what goes up comes down, what comes down goes up, but only if the community stands behind it. All right. Love to everyone out there, to all of the other KOLs, to all of the other content creators. I do appreciate the work that they put in, because I do understand how much it takes to create videos like these for you all. And of course, guys, that would be it from this particular video. If you enjoyed watching it, then make sure that you drop a like and also smash that subscribe button and ring the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. I will see you in the next one, guys. Till then, keep hustling.
Slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough,